that we have behind me. Now, with me in the crowd, I have a number of agents that are all here to assist you with your bidding. To my right, we have Joy Chung, we have Sergey Martinov just across the road there. Very excited you are tonight, Sergey. I like the enthusiasm. Ming Shu directly in front of me here, my business partner, of course. We also have Daniel Sheng, and we have Zack Song just to my left here. So, ladies and gentlemen, should you have any questions regarding the property, the auction process, or should you require for someone to assist you with your bidding, they would be more than happy to assist. Now, we are selling today by way of public, or tonight rather, by way of public auction. This means that a 10% deposit will be required upon signing the unconditional contract. Settlement terms quite flexible, 30, 60 or 90 days. We are conducting a Schedule 1 auction, which means that tonight's auction will be conducted in accordance with any rules or additional conditions that were made available for inspection prior to the start of tonight's auction. Now, as the auctioneer, I will indicate bidders on request, and the vendors do have a reserve price. Now, the law prohibits me as the auctioneer from accepting any bids or offers after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. Zach, if you could just keep it a little bit quieter for me, it'd be just nice. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, so as I was saying, the law prohibits me as the auctioneer from accepting any bids or offers after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. It also prohibits false bids from the crowd. It prohibits major disruptions by bidders. It prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides fines for this conduct. The rules do, however, permit vendor bids, and the words that I will use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply the words vendor bid. Now, by law, ladies and gentlemen, only I as the auctioneer may make a vendor bid this evening. Now, one of two things will happen tonight. Either one, we will sell this property under the hammer at or above the vendor's realistic reserve price, or two, the property will be passed in. Now, in the unlikely event that the property is passed in, please note that only the highest bidder will be reserving the exclusive right to negotiate with the owner and agent at the completion of the auction. So only they will have the first right of refusal, ladies and gentlemen. So 2 points that I would like to reiterate. 1, no late bids are permitted under Victorian law. Once the hammer has fallen, the property will be sold. If I'm not looking at you when that occurs, you're out. Point number 2, as I just mentioned a moment ago, only the highest bidder will be reserving the exclusive right to negotiate with the owner at the completion of the auction. And the reason why I repeat these 2 points is quite simple. I'm trying to make it very clear that you must be last to bid to be first in line to purchase this absolutely incredible opportunity that we have on offer tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, 726 square meters of prime Mount Waverley real estate. Perfect, of course, if you're looking to renovate the existing home, develop, potentially build your dream home or multiple dwellings, all subject, of course, to council approval. So there's not just a property on offer tonight, there's an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a fantastic pocket of Mount Waverley as well, which I'll touch upon in just a moment. Let me go through some of the key features that the existing home offers. If you are looking to move straight in, the owners have done a fantastic job maintaining this property throughout its lifetime. This means that the lucky purchaser tonight can move straight in and enjoy the property in its current state, or as I said earlier, renovate the property entirely. So you've got a central living space that's overlooked by the lovely kitchen with quality appliances, gas cooktops, dishwasher, of course. We've also got 2 bedrooms. We have 2 bathrooms. So there's a full ensuite to the master bedroom, left upon entry, and then at the rear of the home, a second bathroom as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there's all the mod cons one would expect of a property of this caliber, whether it be the ducted heating, evaporative cooling. We've got a double garage. We've got a lovely entertainment area at the rear. So you've got your own decking with sink facilities, and you've got an absolutely incredible garden as well. Your own private oasis at the rear of the property as well. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the owners have done a fantastic job maintaining those gardens throughout the property's life as well. So as I said, you can simply move straight in and enjoy all of that. But as I said earlier, plenty of opportunities here as well. You could knock down the existing property, build your dream home, as some have done along this street here. Or of course, there's also the opportunity of having multiple dwellings. You could sell both, lease out both, lease one, live in one. The options, of course, are yours. So, fantastic development opportunity. An existing home, even if you were looking to get your plans and permits in order, we can help you lease out the existing property to offset the holding costs while you have those plans and permits arranged. And as I said earlier, fantastic pocket of Mount Waverley. We're only moments away from Mount Waverley Village. We're only moments away from Mount Waverley train station, Jordanville train station. Chadstone Shopping Centre is only a stone's throw away. Down Waverley Road, you'll find yourself at the Glen Shopping Centre with Sindel train station, Glen Waverley train station as well. We're only moments away from Salesian College, from Mount Waverley Heights Primary School, Ashwood High School, of course. We're in those associated zones, so some fantastic schools. There's buses along Waverley Road as well. And of course, we've got some fantastic eateries, some fantastic shopping only moments away as well. It's a family-friendly area. The capital growth in this particular pocket has been fantastic over the last decade. This is only set to continue. I can assure you that your decision to purchase this evening will help to secure your and your family's financial future in the years to come. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough from me. I'm now going to hand it over to you. Before I do so, however, please remember Ming Shu here directly in front of me, Daniel across the road. We also have Joy behind me. Zack is somewhere in the crowd. And we also have Sergey as well. There he is. There's the handsome gentleman. So, should you require any assistance, please feel free to approach them now. They'd be happy to help. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to hand it over to you. I'm going to ask now for a fair and reasonable opening bid. I don't mind where we start, but we are here to sell tonight. You're here to buy. Who'd like to raise their hand and get me started with a fair and reasonable opening bid? Anywhere at all. I'm a reasonable man, happy to consider a reasonable opening bid anywhere at all. But don't forget, you must bid to buy. No late bids are permitted under Victorian law. And as I've said many times, only the highest bidder, should the property pass in, reserve the exclusive right to negotiate with the owner. But you must bid if you would like to be in the running to purchase today. As you're all aware, the market is only getting more and more hot. The prices are increasing. The price you pay tonight might be significantly lower than the price you might need to pay in several weeks' time. So bid tonight with confidence that this is your final chance and potentially your final chance to purchase before Christmas. Who'd like to get me started? Anywhere at all. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for a fair and reasonable opening bid. No, everyone's a little bit shy. 1.1, I'll take the 1.1. We've been quoting 1.2 to 1.3 for the duration of the campaign. So I'm now going to ask for a rise of $100,000, bringing us to the lower end of our quoting range up to 1.2. The value's there. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, what we have on offer tonight is a fantastic opportunity. Over 700 square metres of prime Mount Waverley real estate. Looking for a rise of $100,000 to 1.2. Anywhere at all. First call at 1.1. Second call, 1.1. Third and final call at 1.1. I'm looking for 100,000, Ming, but I'll take the 50. Ladies and gentlemen, same courtesy over here, but let me make this clear, no less than 50 at this stage. So looking for 1.2 now, 1.15 is over here, 1.2 to put you back in front. Yes, we've got the nod. 1.2 Ming against you now, 2.5 can I call? 1.2 to my right, I'm looking for another 50,000 at 2.5. Just imagine what you could do with this block. Are you looking to build your dream home? Well, here's your opportunity. Or as I said, 2 on the block perhaps, or renovate the existing home. 1.2, looking for 1.25. Ladies and gentlemen, 1.2, the bid is here, looking for another $50,000, currently a 2-horse race. I'd like to see a new contestant if possible, ladies and gentlemen. 1.2, the bid is here. First call at 1.2. Second call at 1.2. Third and final time at 1.2. Yes or no? No, looking for 50,000 at the moment. 1.25 to put you back in front. 1.25. It won't buy you the property, but it will get you a little bit closer. There it is. Thank you very much, Ming, and the lovely couple next to you at 1.25. Now against you, can I call 1.3 perhaps to put you back in front? So we're at 1.25 here, looking for 1.3 even to put you back in the driver's seat to purchase tonight. So the ball is in your court. You're currently in the lead here, so the bid directly in front of me is 1.25, looking for a rise of 50 to 1.3. 1.25, it's against you at 1.25. Everyone else welcome to join in at any time.
1,270,000.
I'll take the 21, I'll take courtesy if you like, 2.9. 12729, I'll round me up to 3 if you like. We're at 1,270,000. I like even numbers. 1,270,000, 1.3 to put you 3. Welcome back at 1.3. Against you now, happy to take another 20 if you like. We're at 1.3 here, looking for 1.32. No less than 20 at the moment though. 1.3 here, another 20,000 and put you in front. What do we say? Yes? You're smiling. I'll take a smile as a yes. 1.3, looking for a rise of 20 to 1.32. Sir and ma'am, yes or no? We're at 1.3 here, another 20. What do we say? Yes or no? Do we have it?
10,000.
Looking for 20, can't take the 10 at the moment. 20,000 is what we need. 1.3, looking for 1.32. You're currently in the lead at $1.3 million even. I'm looking for a rise of $20,000 to 1.32. Anywhere at all in the crowd, another $20,000 to put you in the running to purchase this absolutely incredible opportunity. 1.32 is what we're after. The bid is with you at 1.3. What do we say? First call at 1.3. Second call at 1.3. I'll take the 15, why not? There we go. 1.315, another 15 if you like, to 3.3. 1,315,000. 1.350, that's a big strong bid. Welcome back at 1.3. Well, you didn't go for very long. 1.350. You'll have to excuse the typical auctioneer dialogue that I vomit out, ladies and gentlemen. 1.35, it's against you at 1.35 now. Happy to take 10 now if you like. 1.35, it's a good strong bid here. So the bid with you at 1.35, against you at 1.35, looking for 10,000 to 1.36. Ladies and gentlemen, anywhere at all in the crowd, 1,350,000. 60, there it is. Welcome to the bidding at 1,360,000 and good luck this evening. So now it's against you. Happy to take 10 as well if you like to 3.7. 1,360,000 here, 3.7 if you like, sir and ma'am. 1,360,000 to my left. We need $1,370,000. $1,360,000 going once. It's also against you. If you'd like to participate, you can still bid. I saw someone shaking their head earlier. I ignored it though, that's right. 1,360,000 bid here against you. Another 10,000 if you like. First call at 1,360,000. Second call at 1,360,000. Can I call another 10? 1,370,000 to put you back in front. No, 1,360,000. Third and final time. Are we all done? Are we all silent? Are we all finished at $1,360,000? Are you absolutely sure? Another 10,000 is all it'll take to keep things moving along, to keep some skin in the game. 1,360,000. What do you say? I'll even take 5,000 if you like. Another 5. 365. What do we say? Yes? Thinking about it. 1,365 is what I'm after. We're at 1,360. So another $5,000 to keep things moving along and to keep you in contention. 1,365,000. Happy to offer you the same courtesy. So we're at 136. I'm happy to take a rise of 5 now, if you like, to 365. What do we say? Have we made a decision? At 1,360,000. Bid is here. First call at 1,360,000. Second call at 1,360,000. Third and final time, looking for a rise of $5,000, 1,360,000 here. Are we all done? Are we all silent? Are we all finished at $1,360,000? Yes or no, in or out? What do you say, guys? 5? There it is. Welcome back. 365 against you, 370 now if you like. 1,365,000 here, $1,370,000 is what we're after. 1,365,000. I welcome you back with a rise of $5,000. And of course, across the road, haven't forgot about you guys. We're at 1,365,000. The bid is here, currently in the lead. Don't forget that no late bids are permitted tonight, or at all actually, in Melbourne. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,365,000, 370. If you'd like to stay in contention, we need another 5,000. $1,365,000. The bid is here. First call, 1,365,000. Do we have an answer over here? 1,365,000. Second call at 1,365,000. I'm looking for a rise of 5,000. 1,365,000. $2,000. Cheeky, I'll take it though, why not? Just to move things along, same courtesy as well. $1,367,000.
Luck bidding.
Down here, and it's against you at 367. There is a million in front of that, of course, but I'll drop it for the sake of simplicity. 1,367,000. So 367 the bids here. 370 if you like, or even just a, yep, there we go, 370. Against you now at 370. Joy, looking for a rise of at least another 2. I prefer more, of course, as every auctioneer always does. $1,370,000. First call at $1,370,000. Second call at $1,370,000. Third and final time, $1,370,000. Are we all done? Are we all silent? Are we all finished at $1,370,000? Joy, we need an answer out of courtesy to this lovely couple here. Even another $2,000 will help to move things along and to keep your buyers 75. I'll take it. 375 against you. I saw the side there, but we're at the business end of the auction. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. $1,375,000. It's against you at 375. Happy to take another rise of 5 as I just received then, but I will consider a rise of 2 as I did earlier. $1,375,000. So it's against you, perhaps 2 more to 377 rather. $1,375,000.
1.38.
38, there it is. Welcome back at 138, so it's against you, lovely family here at $1,380,000. Happy to take another 5 to 385 if you like. What do we say, guys? 1,380,000. The bid across the road here, it's against you. The ball's in your court. You're currently in the driver's seat here at $1,380,000. We need another 2,000. I'd like to see more than that, of course. 1,380,000. Yes or no? In or out at $1,380,000. We'll have to call it $1,380,000 going once. $1,380,000 twice. $1,380,000. Third and final time. Do we have an answer over here? Yes or no? In or out? Are we prepared to let the property go? 1,380,000. Another 2 if you like. 85. There it is. Welcome back at 385. Against you again, Ming. Uh-oh, we've lost someone. It's too stressful. Where have we gone for a quick lie down? 1,385,000. You got to say it with a bit more energy, though, Zach. We're on the market. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. $1,385,000. There we go. We're playing for keeps tonight. The hammer will fall, and we will be meeting the new owner of this fantastic property. Now, we're currently at $1,385,000 here. It's against you at 1,385. Looking for a rise. I'll take a rise of 2 if you like. If you'd like to put in a $5,000 bid, that would be even better, of course. $1,385,000 here. Looking for a rise of 5 to 1,390. We're selling tonight. We're playing for keeps. To the uninitiated, what this means is that the highest bidder tonight will be purchasing this property. They will be the proud new owner of the property we have available for sale. What do we say? 1,3. Can I confirm the bid over here? Sorry. 1,385. Thank you. So I'm looking for 390. Just to clarify. I'm flexible with that though. 1,385, even 2 perhaps if you like. Don't forget, we are on the market. We are selling tonight.
1.4.
1.4, that's a big strong bid. $1.4 million. It's against you now at 1.4 even. So we're at $1.4 million here. Looking for a rise of perhaps 5 to 405 if you like. 1.4 here. Looking for a rise of another $5,000. First call at $1.4 million, looking for a rise of 5. Second call at $1.4 million, looking for a rise of $5,000. The bid is with you at $1.4 million. If there are no further bids, the property will be yours. 1.4. Are we all done over here? Are we absolutely certain that we're finished? We're at 1.4, another 5 perhaps if you'd like to keep you in contention. 1.4 across the road. But we will need an answer. $1,400,000 even, looking for a rise of 5,000. 1.4. Yes or no, in or out? First call at 1,400,000. Second call at 1,400,000. Third and final time at $1,400,000. Zach, do we have an answer? Are we all done? Are we all silent? Are we all finished? Don't forget, once the hammer falls, that's it. There are no second chances. There are no late
Another
bids.
2 solid.
402. I'll take it. 402 against you at 402 now. Happy to take 2 from you also if you like. 1.402. 405 perhaps. There it is. Thank you very much. 405 against you again at $1,405,000. Selling tonight. 1.405. First call at $1,405,000. Second call, $1,405,000. Third and final time, $1,405,000. Yes or no? In or out? What do we say? Do we have an answer over here, Zach? We will be knocking the property down. Perhaps you'd like to remind your buyers.
408.
408, there it is. 408, 410 if you like. Round us up to 410, keep it simple. Or more, 420 if you like. We're at 408 here. I need at least another 410. 10. There it is. 410. Against you now, Zach, at $1,410,000. $1,410,000. Looking for a rise of potentially 5 or more. I haven't been getting it though, but that's all right. I can always ask. 1,400,000. Ming, what was the bid again? 410. Thank you very much. 410. I'm getting confused. Just rambling on. Listen to me. $1,410,000. A rise of 5, Zach, if you like. Well, we'll need an answer. $1,410,000. Looking for a rise of 5. We're on the phone now. Perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, that might be the knockout blow. $1,410,000. Looking for a rise of $5,000. First call at $1,410,000. Second call at $4 million. What, brother?
415.
I'm getting a bit excited here, aren't I?
Yeah, 415.
415. Everyone got it. I was just testing everyone. $1,415,000 is against you again at $1,415,000. I'm pretty sure that would be a record price in Mount Waverley for a block of this size, $4 million. $1,415,000.
1.42.
4-2, there it is. Welcome back at 4-2. Zach against you, $1,420,000. 425 perhaps. 1,420,000. The bid is here at 1.42. Looking for a rise to 425. What do we say? Yes or no? We're on the phone again. 1,420,000 here. We need another 5,000. $1,420,000 now. First call at $1,420,000. Second call, $1,420,000. Third and final call, $1,420,000. Zach, do we have an answer? Yes or no? You're about to knock the property down.
2,000 more. 422.
22, 422, right on the buzzer there. But as I said earlier, we're right at the business end. Every bid may be the last one tonight. It may be the bid that buys you the property. We're at 422 here, perhaps 425 if you like. You'll have the pleasure of putting a sold sticker on the board tonight. And just think of all the possibilities. 422 is here, looking for 425 to welcome you back in. The ball's in your court. You're currently in the driver's seat at 422. 425, yes, no. Still thinking about it. It's only money, guys. It's only money. It's not my money, so it's all right. 422, looking for 425. Another 3,000. What do we say? Yes or no? Don't forget that we're playing for keeps tonight. As I've said many times throughout tonight's auction, that no late bids are permitted. It's a very long drive home holding one of the brochures, thinking about what could have been. $1,422,000 going once. $1,422,000 twice. $1,422,000 third and final time. Are we all done tonight? Are we all silent? Are we all finished at $1,422,000? It's now or never. Once the hammer falls, that's it. We've sold. And it's back to square one. More open for inspections, more Section 32s, more dealing with real estate agents. Nobody wants that. $1,422,000. I'll call it for the final time before we knock the property down. $1,422,000. First call at $1,422,000. Second call at $1,422,000. Third and final time, $1,422,000. Yes or no? We'll need a decision. Are we in or are we out, guys? I know we're in, but we need a bid. It's not your decision here. Unless you want to lend them $1.425 million.
Whatever after that.
I was going to say, now he's quiet. 1.422, guys. We do need a decision.
35.
25, there it is. 425 against you again. It's 425. Without this lovely couple an opportunity to give it some thought, I'm happy to allow you the same amount of time. 1,422,000 as the rain starts to come down. I'm not sure if everyone remembered their umbrellas. 1,425,000. So it's against you again at $1,425,000. I'll even take a rise of 5, or rather 1 million, if you'd like to move things along. So the bid over here at $1,425,000. You are in the driver's seat if there are no further bids. But what I'd like you to do is think about what you'll do if they do, so that we don't have this 10-minute. Yeah. So Pat, have a think about that. Oh, here it comes.
Sorry, already. 1,428,000.
428. There we go. Have we given it some thought? We're at 428 here. 430 perhaps.
See him make a decision for me now.
He's making the decisions for you. Ming. 430. What do you say? Don't ask a real estate agent to make the decision for you. 1 million. You'll always say yes. That's right. 428, 430 perhaps. $1,428,000. The bid is with you at 1,428. Looking for 1,430 perhaps to round us up to an even round number. 1,428,000 now. Yes or no? 1,430 is what we need. If there are no further bids, the hammer will fall. $1,428,000 going once. 1,428,000.
1.43.
4-3. There it is. Welcome back to 4-3. So it's against you again at 1,430,000. 4-3-2 can I call? 1,430,000 here. 4-3-2 to put you back in the lead. What do we say? 1,430,000 here. Looking for a rise of perhaps 2, 3 or more. $1,430,000. Are we all done?
1,435,000.
435. Welcome back at 435. So it's back in your court at 435. 436, even $1,000 will keep you in the running to purchase this incredible opportunity we have. Don't forget how close we are to multiple train stations, shopping centres, restaurants, amenities. Isn't that right, Sergey? Correct. What a great location. Over here, guys. It's not over yet. We've still got a chance. You're over. All right. Well, if that's the case, thank you for your bidding tonight, sir and ma'am. 1 million. Can I confirm the bid over here, Zach?
1,435,000.
Thank you. 435. Ming, do we have an answer? We're at $1,435,000. It's against you. What do we say? Yes or no? I'll take 1,000 if you like. No less than $1,000. But 436 will keep you in the running to purchase. But no further bids. The property will be sold. $1,435,000 going once. $1,435,000 twice. $1,435,000 third and final time. $1,435,000. Are we all done tonight? Are we all silent? Are we all finished? Are we ready to let this property go? 437, I think I heard that. Or did I imagine that? I'm not sure. I'm an auctioneer. I hear what I want to hear. 437 against you. At 437. Caught you off guard there, I think, Zach. At 437, it's back with you against you now at 437. 437, we need 438 or more, perhaps 440 if you like. 1,437,000 across the road here. 440 to keep things simple. $1,437,000. Looking for a rise of at least one. We'll have to call it. 1,437,000. The bid is here.
39.
39. $1,439,000. Against you now at $1,439,000. Perhaps 440 or more, of course. 1,439,000. What do we say over here? Yes or no? They're avoiding eye contact now. Never a good sign.
I don't whisper anymore.
That's all right. 1,439,000 bid is here. looking for 440 or more. $1,439,000 going once at $1,439,000. Twice at $1,439,000. Third and final time, $1,439,000. The bid is here. The hammer is about to fall. Do we have an answer? $1,439,000. 440 perhaps. We're all done. We've got about 30 seconds. I'm going to call it one final time before we knock it down. And there are no second chances. $1,439,000. The bid is with you. No further bids. You will be the proud new owner of this fantastic property. Over here, what do we say? $1,439,000. Are we absolutely sure that we are ready to let this property go? $1,439,000 going once. $1,439,000 going twice. Shaking his head now. Are we absolutely certain? Are you absolutely 100% certain? Because as I've said, I'd say 30 times tonight, there are no second chances. $1,439,000. Here we go. It's looking pretty good over here. We're at $1,439,000. I'm going to call it one final time. I'll be back in a minute. We'll knock the property down if we don't get another bid. $1,439,000. First call at $1,439,000. Second call at $1,439,000. Third and final time, yes or no, in or out? Yes, are we absolutely sure? I need an answer. We're going to knock it down. I've said that about 12 times, but this time, for real. Yes, are we done? All right, we'll have to knock it down. Here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, $1,439,000. First call at $1,439,000. Second call, $1,439,000. Third and final time. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are all done, I'll just quickly check over here one final time. Are you absolutely certain that we're done? Yes, okay, thank you again for your bidding. Ming, I'm going to check with you for the final time. Out of courtesy to this family, though, we do need to make a decision, otherwise I'll have to knock the property down. Are we done? Yes or no? All right, I think we've waited long enough. $1,300,000, or rather $1,439,000. Going in the wrong direction, aren't we? $1,439,000. Ming, we're done. $1,439,000. Have we made a decision? Yes or no? You can listen to Ming. You can trust Ming. He's a real estate agent. What do you say, guys? Are you done?
Yeah,
we
done.
finished? Okay. Thank you for your bidding. We've got confirmation. It's looking good over here. All right, let's call it one final time for dramatic effect. $1,439,000. Ladies and gentlemen, first, second, third and final time. If we're all done, all silent, or finished, and tonight I have the pleasure of announcing that we are selling. We have sold. Congratulations, well done. Great work. I'll say goodbye to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to another Biggin & Scott auction. Have a fantastic evening and have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next time.